When a sports team with so much talent fails to reach expectations, it leaves people scratching their heads. But sometimes the solution is simple. They need a head coaching or managerial change, of course. You can have all the stars you want, but you need the right man to put it together, as some teams have learned. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into 10 teams that found success after firing their coach mid-season. And a huge shout out and thank you to Skittles Gaming for suggesting this list. We hope you enjoy it, and if you have any ideas for cool videos, let us know down there in the comments section. Number 10, 1991-92 Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers started out the 91-92 campaign well, then slumped through the next couple of months. LA stood at 21-24 and chose to fire head coach Mike Hoelger. Matt Calvin was interim head coach for 2 games. Then they hired Larry Brown to take over, and boom, the Clippers went 23-12 under Brown. They compiled a 45-37 record to reach the postseason. Their magical run ended in the first round as the Utah Jazz dismissed them in 5 games, but it was a remarkable turnaround under Mr. Brown nonetheless. Number 9, 1999-2000 New Jersey Devils. Robbie Ftork led New Jersey to 41 wins through 74 games in 1999-2000. But he quarreled with multiple players, which forced the front office to fire him. Larry Robinson stepped in with 8 games to go and compiled just a 4-4 record heading into the playoffs. But Robinson was able to establish better relationships with his players, and it paid off. New Jersey defeated the defending champion Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup Final. It was their second championship in 5 years. Number 8, 1977-78 Seattle SUPERSONICS. While SUPERSONICS fans couldn't be bothered to follow their team much longer, under head coach Bob Hopkins, Seattle started out a pathetic 5-17. All hope was lost. In a last-ditch effort to save the season, legendary basketball icon Lenny Wilkens was hired as head coach. Seattle went 42-18 under Wilkens to finish with 45 wins. They'd ride that momentum to the NBA Finals, where they'd eventually fall to the Washington Bullets in 7 games. The Sonics would win the NBA championship the following season. Hiring Wilkens wound up being a key turning point in their history. Number 7, 2011-12 Los Angeles Kings. LA opened up their 2011-12 season as one of the Stanley Cup favorites, but head coach Terry Murray was fired following a mere 13-12-4 start. They brought in veteran head coach Daryl Sutter to take over. The Kings barely played above .500 hockey throughout the season and nabbed the 8th seed in the Western Conference. No worries though. The Kings went on to win their very first Stanley Cup over the New Jersey Devils. 2 years later, Los Angeles won their second Stanley Cup. Sutter's great defensive system worked well with the big and physical Kings players, and it turned them from longtime losers into 2-time Cup champions. Number 6, 2015-16 Cleveland Cavaliers. It's rare to fire a coach when you're winning a ton. The Cavaliers fired David Blatt despite starting out 30-11 in the 2015-16 season. They replaced him with Ty Lue, who had 0 NBA head coaching experience before then. Bold move, but it paid off. Cleveland went 24-14 under Lue to end the season. You know the rest. They dethroned the 73-win Golden State Warriors to capture their first ever NBA championship. Whatever works, right, LeBron? Number 5, 1978 New York Yankees. Billy Martin managed the New York Yankees to a 1977 World Series championship. The Bronx Bombers were 52-42 under Martin to open the 1978 season. But he got into confrontations with star player Reggie Jackson, and Martin was also accused of being a racist. With so much turmoil between him and his plays, Martin was basically forced to resign. So he was, in a way, fired. Bob Lemon eventually took over the team. The Yankees went 48-20 under Lemon, and when life gives you lemon, you win World Series championships. New York indeed defended its title, thanks in large part to Lemon's leadership as a new manager. Number 4, 1988-89 Michigan Wolverines basketball. Bill Frieder led Michigan to a 24-7 record, but before March Madness he made a terrible mistake. He revealed that he was going to join Arizona State the following season, so Wolverines management fired him. Frieder cost himself a championship. Steve Fisher guided Michigan to a 6-0 record, and the Wolverines went on to a Cinderella run to capture the national championship. Dang it, Frieder, you just had to keep one little secret. Oh well. A man's trash was another man's treasure. Number 3, 2015-16 Pittsburgh Penguins. The Pens were struggling under second-year head coach Mike Johnston. Once a perennial championship contender, the Penguins looked finished. They started out just 15-10-3. The front office fired Johnston and replaced him with Mike Sullivan. Sullivan implemented a strong pass-happy system. He helped superstar Sidney Crosby bust out of an early slump. The Pens went 33-16-5 under Sullivan and captured the Stanley Cup. For good measure, they defended their championship in 2017. Who'd have thought Sullivan was all Pittsburgh needed to go from out of the basement to winning 2 championships? Number 2, 2005-6 Miami Heat. The Heat started out a mediocre 11-10 under head coach Stan Van Gundy. The rumors surfaced that Pat Riley essentially ran Van Gundy out of town so he could take over the head coaching role himself. Van Gundy would resign, though all signs pointed him being forced out. The Heat went 41-20 under Riley and finished second in the East. They go on to win their first ever NBA championship over the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games. Well done, Coach Riley. And number 1, 2003 Florida Marlins. While the Marlins had to throw in the towel early in the 2003 season, manager Jeff Torborg was fired after the team started out a dismal 16-22. Enter 72-year-old veteran Jack McKeon. Under the new manager, the Marlins went 75-49. They took home the NL wildcard spot and embarked on an impossible run. They eventually defeated the New York Yankees to capture their second World Series championship. Started from the bottom, and now they're champs. What other teams did better after changing coaches mid-season? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like the video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and last but not least, comment in the comment section if you have any comments. There you go. Until next time, tune into Total Pro Sports for more cool videos every single day.